Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. We've got John Stockton, Reed out there at Malone. That's Hill. And it's Doherty in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Toronto, they've got Olajuwon, Damian Lillard out there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's Gervin, and it's Love in at the four-man position. All right, everyone, the NBA season starts today. We have made it. It is a holiday for everybody.
Oh, man, the offseason felt like forever. It's great to be back. Nothing like some games that count. And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
To the middle, here's Reed, and the dunk by Reed.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And Lillard kicks to Edwards. Nailed from three-point land.
And you have to stay up on Edwards out there, which is dangerous because he's so good at going right around you.
Stockton against Lillard. Here's Reed, and the dunk by Reed.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Outside, Olajuwon. Pass to Edwards. Here's Lillard. From deep three-point land, that's in, coming off the assist from Edwards.
That's a great way to start. 3 for 3.
Reed a screen. Down low. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
And this is Stockton's bread and butter, slicing the defense apart with his passing. A pick-and-roll master.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach, Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
First team time.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Olajuwon, no luck. Rockets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Doherty with the screen on Lillard. Here's Stockton. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Here's Stockton. Following the score by Damian Lillard.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Pass to Love. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Hill passes to Reed. To the inside. Love. And Love throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
And Lillard's to Gervin. Edwards passes to Olajuwon, and it's Olajuwon with the jam.
And I like that. Edwards comes off the pick, keeps his options open, and then just makes the right read.
Rockets trail by 5. Doherty with the screen on Lillard. Here's Stockton. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Edwards can't hit.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss. Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Here's Stockton. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
And love the pass from Hill right there. A true team player.
Toronto's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Edwards against Hill. Three-pointer, Lillard. Here's Olajuwon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Malone.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
Changes for Toronto. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Lillard. So for the Rockets. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise. And with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It is a beautiful thing. And Shams, we appreciate the report. And the Rockets with possession here. The Raptors getting the bucket. And Bender throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. And a wide open look for Gervin. His three-pointer's off the mark. Here's Brown. No good. That would have tied it.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Here's Westphal. He's covered by Ginobili. Westphal passes to Smith, and then Smith with the dunk.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
And so here's Toronto. Ginobili outside. Olajuwon outside. Back to Ginobili. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer, Lowry. Rebound by Smith.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Inside. Olajuwon with the block. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, that's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
Now Brown following the miss by Kyle Lowry from deep. Brown the pass to Bender. And Bender throws it down.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here is Edwards. Outside Gervin. Back to Edwards. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Manu Ginobili.
Here's Westphal. Still yet to score. Bender. And Bender throws it down.
Everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
In the corner, it's Ginobili. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 4 assists in the game. It's all tied in Toronto. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
Throughout throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
They've disrupted the offensive flow, and they are making things miserable for any ball handler.
Here's Brown. Lowry out there with Ginobili. And it's Divac. Then there's Randolph. And it's Edwards in at the 3. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Ginobili kicks to Edwards. Jacks up a 3. Edwards puts in the 3.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
It's trailed by 3. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, thanks a lot. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Now, here's Lowry. Hasn't made one yet. Ball stolen. Here's Smith. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Smith with a screen on Edwards. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Rice has got his first basket of the night.
Oh, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for the Raptors.
Make some noise for him again.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Edwards finds Lillard. Raptors moving the ball around. Rockets with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen.
Oh, what a slam!
Clean that up!
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Ginobili looking around. To the paint, Divac. And it's Divac with the jam.
You see the fluidity there. Bonnie's a better athlete than most give him credit for.
Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Screen by Smith. He takes it in, and Westphal gets it to go.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Raptors. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's good.
And when Ant gets to his spot in the mid-range, there aren't a lot of options for defense.
Here's Rice. And a miss there on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And he's good on the 3 ball. Rice has got the lead up to 3 now for the Rockets.
And he makes it look so easy. Rice's fluid shooting form really helps him on those long-range missiles.
Ginobili finds Randolph. Lillard outside. Outside, Ginobili. It's rebounded by Houston. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Pass to Divac. Now here's Ginobili. Olajuwon's checked in for Divac.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Stolen by Stockton. Edwards against Malone. Pass to Reed. Over Randolph. And again, the Rockets good for two. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
Doherty the screen. The kick out to Hill. Right wing. Reed against Olajuwon. Ginobili with the steal. Lillard outside for three. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Ginobili's got 3 assists in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Stockton outside. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And Lillard kicks to Edwards. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And the jam by Karl Malone.
Assisted by.
Oh, the D is at fault there. You can't let Malone get that type of position inside.
Raptors trail by 4. Inside, here's Edwards. Edwards just makes it look simple inside.
And finally building some momentum here in the second quarter.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Hill with it. Guarded now by Randolph. And it's Hill with the jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Stockton with it, down low, Doherty, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
A smart player who just really understands positioning. Hard to stop Doherty there on the inside without fouling.
For the Rockets. Brad Doherty taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Loves check in for Toronto. Gervin comes in for Manu Ginobili. That one misses. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Gervin. Malone with the block. Reed the pass to Malone. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Edwards inside. He's guarded by Hill. Takes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, you see the size and the strength and that ability inside. Edwards can play like a power forward at times.
The shot by Lillard wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 6 assists here tonight. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. He's been a major threat from 3-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Fans, direct your attention to the center court. And get ready for the fan. Half-court shot from Bull, please. They're measuring up the shot. One more time. A round of applause for the participants.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Taking a look here at the Rockets, I've hung with these guys in the offseason. They're better than people think, but they still got to prove it.
Yeah, high hopes for them and for their fans as well. And guys, how about the Raptors? Involved in a very competitive matchup right now.
I got to see more fight on the glass. They're in a slugfest. Winning the battle of the boards could swing this game.
But do they have the personnel to do it? I agree with you. They need to do it better, but can they?
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
And so it's Houston with it. And so in the game for the Rockets. Jordy out there with Reed. Then there's Hill. Then there's Garland. And it's Bender in at the small forward position. Hill with Gervin covering. And the foul on George Gervin. That's his first foul.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Edwards against Hill. Just 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot off. They turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
And the Raptors with the ball. Now, here's Lillard. For 3, Edwards. That falls. Great assist by Love. Edwards got the first bucket of the third here for Toronto.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Rockets trail by 3. Greg Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you. The Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Guys, back to you.
They've clearly bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. Garland against Lillard. Doherty the screen. And here's Garland for 3. And Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. Olajuwon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And that one's good. Gervin.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Reed a screen on Lillard. Garland the pass to Reed. Good work there as it goes. Reed's got 15 points.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Raptors.
Pass to Edwards. Fires the 3. Bender with the rebound. Bender's got his 5th rebound in this one.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's Hill. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Rockets trail by 8. Hill inside. Edwards there. Reed the pass to Bender. And Bender throws it down.
Well, he's had it rolling all night. He just hasn't had enough support to give them the lead.
Love outside. Lillard from outside. The Rockets pull it in. Doherty's got 4 rebounds in this game. Reed misses. Raptors leading by 6. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Toronto making a change here. Lowry's checked in.
Coming on the floor for your Raptors, number 7, Kyle Lowry.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Gervin in the high post. He's got 6, and again, no good by Toronto.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
So, Tim, when you look at the current landscape of the NBA, the talent level seems to be at an all-time high.
Well, Kevin, there are more high-level shot makers in this league than ever before as guys continue to add shooting range and creativity with their handle.
And they got to be always evolving, right? I mean, you cannot rest on what you've done.
Well, the league now emphasizes high-level shot making more than they ever have. And in the era of the three-point shot in particular, it's crucial that you add that to your game.
Absolutely. First trip to the line for him here.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots. So he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
And Edwards drops them both.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
To the middle, here's Doherty, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And they also deserve a lot of credit for getting points off turnovers. Their hustle has allowed them to take advantage of those opportunities.
Malone's checked in for Houston. Stockton comes in for Garland. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He's been good as...
Wow, what a play!
Unbelievable!
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Here is Edwards, 19 points in the game. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Lowry, banked in off the glass. And now it's a 10-point Raptor lead.
And just so crafty around the hoop. Lowry probably 6 feet at best, but and he can slip inside and score with the best of them.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He made the decision. To huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Rockets trail by 10. Now Stockton to the inside and stolen by Elijah Wan. And now here comes Gervin leading the break. That one drops for him. Edwards got 9 points now in the quarter.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Hill inside. Edwards defending. Here's Doherty. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good.
Brad Doherty.
And so Doherty nails both of them. Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
I think I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. When you look at his age, combined with the fact that I believe he is the single toughest individual cover in the NBA, he can just collapse defenses at will.
That is so well said. Would you pick a position or the player? How would you discern between those two thoughts?
I think the key for me is I want to take a guy who's going to make the decisions for me with the basketball in his hands. When you have a ball-dominant league with stars controlling the action, I want that one guy who I know I can pencil in high-level production every night.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. The guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
To the middle, here's Reed, and the dunk by Reed.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Drains the three-pointer. Edwards got the lead up to 12 now for the Raptors. And so Stockton will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 1:06 left to play in the third. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Malone with the block. Hill with it. Picked up by Edwards. Hill, no good. Here's Toronto now. They're on a 12-4 run. Edwards going all the way.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Shot and game clock set. Unreal.
And Lowry has been doing that for years, using his active hands and turning the defense into offense.
Doherty with the screen on Lowry. Stocked in the basket, Doherty. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. For Houston, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. The first one falls.
And, you know, he may finally be rounding into form after what's been a tough game for him at the line prior to this trip. And he's starting to round back into shape after what's been a pretty off night from the line.
Lillard dishes to Randolph. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Toronto sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Right back after this break. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Toronto leading by 14. Zach Randolph is out there with Elijah Wan. Then there's Jerome Person. Then there's Ginobili. And it's Lillard in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Ginobili, he's like a whirling dervish when he's driving inside. Just kind of glides his way to the basket.
It's stolen by Olajuwon. Lillard attacking. It's stolen by Hill. Malone passes to Dort. Back to Malone. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, that's the kind of play that can earn you a spot on the bench.
Hill against Ginobili. The 17-footer. And he can't bank that one in. Rockets trail by 16. The 15-footer. Kersey, good. Kersey's got his first bucket of the night.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out. Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Toronto leading by 16. Lillard surveying the D. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable. And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
And a good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half, doing a great job at the line.
Doherty, the screen. Stockton passes to Doherty. Lays it up off the glass.
Really nice move there. Doherty has such a polished skill set. Makes it an easy conversion for him in the painted area.
And that's a foul called on John Stockton. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Love check in for the Raptors. Ginobili outside. Hits the 3-point bomb. Ginobili's got 5 points now in the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Stockton dishes to Doherty. And finished off by Doherty.
This offense is at its best when Stockton is running the show and creating for others.
It's stolen by Hill. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Olajuwon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over in the corner, Lillard. Back to Ginobili. Good, nice job down low. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Inside. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Zach Randolph.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Evans is checked in for Olajuwon. Gervin comes in for Randolph. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Manu Ginobili.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
Well, with the pace of this game, you don't want to leave anything to chance.
Reed. Great D that time from Divac. Toronto leading by 19 points. To the paint, here's Love. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
It's stolen by Divac. Takes a 3, and Edwards is good for 3. Edwards got 32 points in the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Toronto. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Back to Smith. Smith with a screen on Edwards. Rice, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
It's Irvin on the wing. And Lillard kicks to Love. GA in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Bender is checked in for Reed. Round the pass to Smith. No good that time. Great D that time from Divac. Edwards looking it over. Fires for 3. Bender with the rebound. The Rockets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Edwards kicks to Lowry. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter of this one. They get it again. Oh, and the jam by Divac.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Toronto.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Edwards.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Jerome Kersey's checked in for Edwards. Here's Jamison. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Brown against Lowry. Smith kicks to Bender. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Divac. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Lowry can't get it to go. And here's Bender. Ransor looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
Now into the lineup for Toronto, number 15.
A 3-ball. Off the mark. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and